What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. In a rare public statement of criticism toward one of his players, Steve Kerr agreed with the 5-game suspension the NBA levied to Draymond Green for his chokehold of Rudy Gobert in the brawl that took place, the brief brawl that took place during the last game that the Minnesota Timberwolves played against the Warriors. I can't remember whether it was that Wednesday night or Tuesday night. I can't quite remember. But anyway, Steve Kerr agreed that the 5-game suspension was sufficient. As a matter of fact, what he said was Draymond was wrong. He says before the Warriors game against the Thunder yesterday, he knows that it's a bad look. The 5 games is deserved. The NBA cited Green's history of unsportsmanlike acts in determining the length. The altercation occurred before 2 minutes had elapsed in the fourth quarter on Tuesday, so it was Tuesday, when Golden State's Klay Thompson and Minnesota's Jaden McDaniels got into a shoving match near midcourt following a Timberwolves possession. Gobert stepped in and grabbed hold of Thompson before Green rushed in and pulled Gobert away from behind with his arm around the center's neck, and what the league called an unsportsmanlike and dangerous manner. And Kerr also said that he definitely took it too far. I didn't have a problem with him getting Rudy off of Klay because the rule of thumb is you don't put your hands on another player on the other team, but he's got to let go. He hung on for 6-7 seconds, and it was a terrible visual for the league, for Draymond, for everybody. And Thompson, McDaniels, and Gobert were also penalized for their involvement, each receiving a $25,000 fine from the league. But Green will pay the biggest price, both in terms of games missed and money lost. The suspension will cost him $769,704 in forfeited salary. Kerr also said Draymond has to find a way to not cross the line. I'm not talking about getting an injection or getting a technical. I'm talking about a physical act of violence. I mean, that's inexcusable. We have to do everything we can to give him the help and the assistance that he needs to be able to draw that distinction between being an incredible competitor, but he can't cross that line. Well, look, man, a lot of us have been saying for a while that Draymond was a short fuse on a dynamite stick just waiting to be set off. It's quite obvious he has a temper. He's a bully because he picks and chooses who he does that shit with. You know what I'm saying? If you're smaller than him, if you're timid, if your personality is sort of laid back, you know, if he noticed these things, he's going to try to bully you. But you know, someone like Tristan Thompson, he's not going to try that on, as we all know from the documentation of that incident. You know what I'm saying? Tristan Thompson slapped him and he didn't do nothing about it. So you know what I'm saying? Like he tries it with certain people, but you know, a lot of that was also probably frustration. I think frustration with the fact that the Warriors are not dominating in the fashion that they're accustomed to. The Warriors also are sensing that the NBA, like, this isn't the NBA from 7-8 years ago, all right, where the Warriors had this aura of invincibility, and a team like the Timberwolves, they used to be able to beat the hell out of by 30 or 40 points. This ain't the same league. You got new stars. A lot of these young dudes also, you know, they don't respect a guy like Draymond. They don't respect him. Part of it is, I think a lot of these young dudes listen to our videos, and they know that we're not hyping up some Clutch Sports client just so he can get false credentials to be eligible for the Hall of Fame. You know, I'm not saying Draymond's a bum, you know. uh, he's not a bum like in terms of like comparing him to like some of these super bums that played. He ain't Tom Tolbert, but he ain't no Hall of Famer, and he hasn't played at a Hall of Fame level consistently since that one goddamn year. You know what I'm saying? So, and excuse the laughter, there's just stuff going on around here. But anyway, recording around a bunch of nuts, crazy ass motherfuckers. But yeah. Anyway, man, yeah, Draymond's a fool, man. You know what I'm saying? Draymond's a fool. He brought this on himself. I think it should have been more than 5 games. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys believe the same thing. Even Warriors fans, you gotta at least admit that Draymond's been really unhinged this year, man. He's been really unhinged. He ain't been the same. I mean, he's always been a guy that was quick to fly off the handle, but this year there's definitely something going on with him. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a combination of different things. He ain't the same player he once was. People aren't reacting to his verbal talk probably the way he used to. It is what it is. But anyway, tell me what you guys think.